I shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh I lie down in the green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water them. Him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea! Though I Rasta, I will walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I can't fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Unu prepare a table before I. In the presence of our enemy them. Unu anointed I head with unu oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy I go follow I all the days of my life. May I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Ja, krema we grow my be. How ma uso bolisa adan water it was simply for. How watanyu mo eh. Hoyi wala dong. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushodemo, where we speak truth to power. Here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. Again, here we are not neutral, and we have never claimed to be, because we are not. We have actually taken sides, the side of the truth. That is why we are affectionately called the headquarters of the truth. And my name, Black Rasta. Now, in every African traditional home, there is a black pot. And each time this black pot sits on the fire, there is something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes and sizes, aromas and even flavors. Put aside all their differences and relocate into the black pot, where they are subjected to some really good amount of heating. At the end of the day, they produce sumptuous food in all its palatability for the nourishment of the family in its whole entirety. This is what we literally do here. We pick up ideas from all walks of life, all and sundry, the rank and file of our people, right from the crowns of their heads all the way down to the soles of their feet. And then we subject these ideas to some crucial forensic scrutiny, right after which we tease out the creme de la creme of all these ideas and use that for the development of our people, our continent, our land. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. This is the voice of the people. This is the headquarters of the truth. This is the domicile of the truth, the address of the truth, the habitat of the truth, the truth. This is the Black Empire Media. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo. And here we speak truth to power. I'm happy to say we are live on YouTube. We are also live on Facebook. You can also find us on Instagram, also on X, formerly called Twitter, and on TikTok. We keep ticking and talking with the gracious hands of patriotism. This is where the truth lives. In fact, it is the bedroom of the truth. Our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. Maybe you have a story you want us to follow up on. We are more than just excited to do that. My brother, my sister, this is the Black Pot, aka Kukushodemo, where we speak truth to power. Respectfully, I want to invite you to subscribe to the channel. Right after that, you hit on the notification bell so that each time we are on, you will be reminded to watch. Above all, please recommend us to family and friends. This is a very decent platform where we live by the tenets of decency. My brother, my sister, come here. Watch this. Now, today we have 5 very important stories to share with you. Hot and rough, ready and goody, cool yet deadly. Oh my God. I am most excited to be here, and thank you for making us number one. This is the Black Empire Media. At this point, can I just show some reverence to our sponsors? Now, Tesoro d'Oriente. Now, turn every single shower into a royal experience with Tesoro d'Oriente. Hey, now Tesoro d'Oriente is more than just a shower gel. It is magical. It is talismanic. My God, pour a little bit of this shower gel in the middle of your pan, shake up the bath water, watch how the foam grows into a rich lather, allow it to nourish your skin. Oh, it is also an insect repellent. 48 hours after this one single bath, you are smelling like the Garden of Eden. Oh my God. Now, Tesoro d'Oriente is soft, it is smooth, it is silky, and it has this long-lasting oriental fragrance. Can I tell you more? This is Italian technology coming together with African raw materials to create that magic and give you premium quality made most affordable. It comes in so many different fragrances. Oh, yes. We have the Ikigai. We have the Karma. We have the Forest Therapy. We have the Royal Oud. We also have the Persian Dream and even more. My personal favorite, the Royal Oud. I also love the Forest Therapy. Oh, Lord God have mercy. Now, Tesoro d'Oriente is proudly distributed in Ghana by Daddy Ash Limited. For bulk purchases and inquiries, please call Daddy Ash Limited on 0244 772599. Tesoro d'Oriente. And if you don't have a bath, just pour it into a sponge and just go like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. 48 hours after, you are still smelling like the Garden of Eden. Are you going for an interview? Is there a new chick in town you want to mesmerize? Is there a new guy you want to show something? Hey, Tesoro d'Oriente. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushunemo, where we speak truth to power. And, my brother, my sister, we are also sponsored by the kind courtesy of Millennium Insurance. And when we talk about Millennium Insurance, we are talking about your trustworthy partner. Can I tell you something? It's not every insurance that is an assurance. Some insurance behaves like an expired plaster. That is why you would ultimately get a disaster. Oh, Lord. Can I tell you more? Now, what kind of insurance do you require? Motor insurance policy? Is it third party? Is it comprehensive? Do you want to insure your vehicle against theft, against burglary? Hey, talk to Millennium Insurance. Are you traveling outside the country? You need a Millennium Travel Insurance. We'll take you in and bring you back safely, loaded with experience and excitement. Personal accident and group personal accident cover, no problem at all. We give you 24/7 cover for disability and even death for your employees and family. Hey, our numbers are on the screen. Pick up the numbers and join this beautiful family of trustworthy people. Yes, trustworthy partners. Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. My brother, my sister, hey, when it comes to Millennium Insurance, I am fully insured. And I am happy. Nobody is a preserve of calamity. Calamities would come time after time. But the problem is not about how many times you fall. It is about how many times you rise from the fall. That is why Millennium Insurance keeps telling you we are always at your doorstep to make sure you are back from that fall on the right footing. Oh, God have mercy. Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushunemo. And here we speak truth to power. We are also sponsored by the kind courtesy of NPA, National Petroleum Authority. And the message is simple. Hashtag stay back, stay safe. Hey, sometimes a fuel tanker gets involved in an accident and gets overturned, and then oil spills. Then we see people rushing to siphon or even scoop fuel from this overturned tanker. My brother, my sister, you know what the good news is? There is good news. There is life after that 1 gallon of fuel that you want to scoop or siphon. And remember, your life is worth more than a gallon of fuel. You have a bright life. Don't destroy it because of 1 gallon of fuel from an overturned fuel tanker. Desist. Oh, yes. You know what to do instead? Call the toll-free hotlines 192 or 191. Better still, you dial toll free 080-012-3000. Remember, this is a National Petroleum Authority safety campaign. And bloggers, stay away from going to document any such thing from the overturned fuel tankers. Explosion, death, disaster. Oh Lord. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushunemo. And here we speak truth to power. Hey, we are also sponsored by the kind courtesy of Patriot Solutions. And when we talk about Patriot Solutions, it's your guide to financial freedom. Hey, you are poor, but this is the time to be rich. You know why? Because this is the world of AI. Get online. That is where the whole world is. My brother, my sister, online you can make a lot of money. This is the AI age. If you are not doing AI now, then you are left behind. But it is not late. You don't need to be a computer wizard. Hey, Patrick Solutions will teach you the latest ideas in AI. And within 12 weeks, you get an AIGP certificate from globally accepted and trusted and revered AI experts. I'm talking about one Valerie Clark, alongside one Patrick Nanabefi, based in the United States of America. They need only 12 weeks online. And if you want to go to America and study too, it is acceptable. It starts on August 25, 2026. Register now. Limited seats. What would you be studying? What would you be taught? Hey, my brother, my sister, it is very simple. Have you heard about ChatGPT? Maybe that is the only AI tool you know. Oh, Lord, I have more. My brother, my sister, yes, that is the only AI tool you know. But we have more. Live online training will teach you a lot. AI, governance, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, RAG, MCP, and you would get an AIGP certificate. Oh, yes. Many more. Many more people are registering. You know what to do? Please, the QR code is on. Pick up your phone, scan it, and it takes you straight to the registration point. Do register and be part of it. And the fees, very minimal. And you can even pay in installments. The numbers are on the screen. Pick up the numbers and chat and talk. Yes, you can send an email or visit the website straight up. Hey, AIGP governance, prompt engineering, AI agent development. You will study all this in just 12 weeks online in the comfort of your home. And when you come back, you will see the importance of AI. Now, who doesn't use AI? Even God in heaven uses AI. Satan in hell uses AI. Carpenters use it. Shoe shine boys use it. Hey, students use it. Professors use it. Even thieves and scammers use it. What are you waiting for? Angel Gabriel even uses it. My brother, my sister, it's a 12-week AI course from Patrick Solutions. I remember. Register now. It starts on the 25th of August. It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushunemo. And here we speak truth to power. One more time, I humbly would like to request and ask you to please subscribe to the channel. Right after that, hit on the notification bell so that each time we are on, you will be reminded to watch. 5 stories, back to back, pure fire, no retreat, we now surrender. Story number 1. Watch this. Dodo Shegedamboruba. Prophet Muhammad Murder Mallam arrested. Shocks Ghana police with response. We have all the details here. We all remember the Mallam, don't we? We all remember Sheikh Abdullahi Masood. This is him. All the way from Ntensiri. Ntensiri. My brother, my sister, in the Ashanti region of Ghana. Achima, Unwabeja. That's where he lives. He's been a Mallam, preaching. Many people have loved him. Then all of a sudden, something happened. Then he went on. He said something. And what he said brought a lot of confusion around Ghana. What did he say? He said Anyone who is caught insulting the Prophet of Islam, behead him. Anyone caught insulting the Prophet of Islam, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, kill him. And when you kill him, in his own words, wallahi, you would go to heaven. Ube Jannah. He spoke in tree. Many people condemned him, including the chief imam, and of course, his main spokesperson, Sheikh Armiyao, my brother, my sister, and called for the police to arrest him. Sheikh came to apologize, and in that apology, two things were clear. He said, I am apologizing because I said all these things out of anger. Anger. But those who know the Quran, Islamic scholars, will agree with me that what I said is not wrong. Many Islamic scholars have condemned what he has preached because they say that is not Islam. Islam does not tell anybody to behead or to kill anyone who insults the Prophet. And paradoxically, when you go to Saudi Arabia, the punishment for insulting the Prophet of Islam is execution. So is that Islam or that is politics? Certainly it's politics. My brother, my sister, this is Sheikh Masood Abdullahi from Ntensiri, right there in the Ashanti region. Yes, the chief imam called for his arrest, and pam, he was arrested. Today, he was picked up. Yes, picked up. And it came out that he's a 35-year-old. Many have doubted this age. But that's the age he gave to the police. Police arrest 35-year-old Masood Abdullah, imam in viral video advocating violence against persons who speak ill of Prophet Muhammad. I remember, we were the first to reveal the identity of this man. Remember, this is the headquarters of the truth. This is Sheikh Masood Abdullahi. He was arrested by the Ghana police. Today they put it out on social media. Oh yes, he was sitting right there and his photograph was poured out on social media, but of course with his face covered. This was the message the police put out on social media, on their official social media page. Police arrest 2 suspects over insightful comments. Now, the Ghana Police Service, in collaboration with the National Signals Bureau, has arrested suspect Masood Abdullah, age 35, in connection with a video in which he made statements advocating violence against persons who speak ill of Prophet Muhammad. Now, according to information available to the police, the suspect, an imam, allegedly made the statement while delivering a sermon at a mosque at Ntensiri in the AKYEMAN North District of the Ashanti region. In a related development, the cyber vetting and enforcement team has arrested suspect Daniel Jr. Yao Ej, alias Apostle Daniel JYJ, who was seen in a video making derogatory and offensive comments about Prophet Muhammad. Investigations are ongoing and both suspects will be taken through the due process of the law. Now, the Ghana Police Service takes this opportunity to remind the public, particularly religious leaders, teachers, community leaders, social media commentators, that freedom of religion and freedom of expression must never be used as justification for inciting violence or encouraging members of the public to harm others. Such insightful utterances constitute infractions and perpetrators will be arrested to face the full rigors of the law. Dash. This was what the police put out. Interesting piece. Now, Sheikh Masood Abdullahi was arrested. And when he arrived at the police station, this was what he looked like. My brother, my sister, he was so humble, very remorseful. My brother, my sister, handcuffed. And when he was asked, he told the police something that shocked the police. The police asked him, why did you preach like that? He started off by apologizing to the police and to the people of Ghana. And he said he was provoked. That was why he went like that. Who provoked you? For the first time, he made it known. Who provoked this man? What did the man say? Watch this.
To prove in this video that Prophet Muhammad is not a prophet. He came to do the work of a porn star. A work of a porn star. I will show it here. When they cannot answer your question, they start attacking your personality. One of the things they will say is, you are a madman, you are crazy, you are a madman, you are foolish. And the time you are making noise, you are shouting. So if I quote your book and you call me a madman, that means your book is also mad. The one that reviewed the book is a madman. The stupid God that reviewed what I'm saying is a crazy madman. And your Muhammad that brought the hadith and the Quran is also crazy. Because I am quoting that book, and that is what you call madness. That is what you call comedy. So the comedy is coming from your stupid God and your prophet. Now listen to this. Is a prophet known for the message he received from God to humanity, or is known for his strength for sex? A prophet is known for his message that God gives him to pass to his people. And a porn star is known for his strength.
He was arrested. The energy with which he was saying those very hurtful things against the Prophet of Islam, he sobered. This was what the Mallam saw and was angry. That the Prophet of Islam was called a porn star. And those other unprintable words he used, all in the name of religion. When Sheikh Masood Abdullahi, all the way inside Ntinseri, my brother, my sister, saw this, he was so angry. In fact, he decided to say 1,000 rakats at a go. You know what it means to say a rakat? When you stand up to pray like this, then you go down on your knees and hit your forehead on the ground and rise. That's 1 rakat. He said it 1,000 times for God to calm him down, because what he had seen was so offensive that the Prophet of Islam, who is so revered, is referred to by a certain pastor by name Apostle Daniel J.Y. Ado. My brother, my sister, he got angry. Apostle Daniel J.Y.A.J. provoked him so much. And then he went into the mosque, and whilst he was preaching, he dedicated his sermon, aka khutbah, to this Apostle Daniel J.Y.A.J. That was why in that video of apology, he said, Ebufuo and a mamika sasemno. But at the time, he didn't say exactly who provoked him. The office of the chief imam even asked that he should come out and say what provoked him to the point that he got so angry and asked for the killing of people who insult the prophet. Today, my brother, my sister, he was arrested and then he was given bail. After the police realized that he was very sober and so reflective of whatever he had done, he was released to go back to Ntinseri, and he left. Right in the morning, they looked for Apostle Daniel J.Y.A.J., the IGP of the Republic of Ghana. His name is Christian Yohun. My brother, my sister, He's one of the best IGPs this country has ever had. Everything that happens on social media, he gets to know. Whoever has to be arrested and tried, it is done. Whoever has to be cautioned is cautioned. Quickly, he sent out his people to go out there and look for Apostle Daniel J.Y.A.J., the Minister of Interior. My brother, my sister, Honorable Muntaka Mubarak also was angry. He visited the police and asked the police to look for this guy. But before they could find this guy, Mallam had already come to fire that they should kill all people who insult the prophet. So the search for Apostle Daniel J.Y.A.J. started before the Mallam even came out to fire. But the Mallam's video went viral more than what Apostle Daniel J.Y.A.J. said. And your guess is as good as mine. Why the message spread so fast? I can tell you that today, Apostle was arrested. And he was in the company of Sariki Baba Sule. He is the IGP's IGP. My brother, my sister, he's a special liaison officer of the Ghana police. And remember, we talked about this gentleman a few weeks back. He is in charge of Muslim affairs in the Zongo. Anything that happens in the Zongo, this is who the IGP relies on to be able to bring peace to the people. My brother, my sister, and he's been working with the Zongos, left, right, and center, to be able to calm down nerves and also to be able to preach nothing but peace. Today, Apostle was arrested, and we placed a call to Sariki Baba Sule, liaison officer, Ghana police. What did he tell us? We spoke in tree. Watch this.
The ACN say your honor. Yet is one pastor we did Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam we did not him. Mpa yeni na yeti yakoma asay because in sama wakafa Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam esono asemini yenyan asemino kra enti say nipa kra den uti sa asemino ampa yeni na yakoma asay but akoma nsiesie odi wakoma echia nioma bese because yeni me say mra e wo Ghana ha enti eba sa no ampa yedi yeni to form say no sa pastor no e say e pay ne chile kwan na ye chi no a na wa be chire die ntia odi Prophet Muhammad atem ampa ya start dohun esco hwehwe no ena ye betia one yehunipa Mallam bi epie akasa say yehunu a yenkunu omunkunu sebe enye sana etise ekono ampa de wono so ye no wanye ni because Ghana no homa Muslim and homa Christian dey na ya de baako ampa oye sano ampa ye ni anje ye pe ni chire kwan ama ye hwe no echi no ye chi no ampa wananka se pie ebe apologize kasa said ampa de okan no wankani ampa opagana for nyina echewo but still ya cheno ampa odaso ewe ho a yegu so etutu nioma asama ewo ho no se sebe Ghana no ye ni na ye dia ena mra ewo Ghana ha obi aso ehye mra na se nti sebe so obi fum a anhwe mfomso a wono no wa fom no na wo so undi nechi enkoye de wono so den waye sabe wono wafom no ese wo so kire ne se de waye ne wanye nie ma memfa no mfa mra kwaso sana ese kono nti enu bi na pastor no sorry ye o kan ye wo di prophet Muhammad wo kan nsema enye nsema no pambi ntumi nka wo phone so because me kan ma no pra eyedu nti wo yes ano but malam no sabe ese memfa mra no enhye wo nsem ese ye wodo no fa mra kwan so enu nti na yen ye wo ho enu nti na me liaison officer enu nti na ye wo interior minister enu nti na ye wo national security coordinator ho magana ni ho emma muslim omo ni ho emma christian ho magana obiara obafum bia no mra no no obedi enti wo yesa no eti se nka yede omo to anamo ekohwehwe bebi amra no da no na mo de ama mrafo no omo de asam no aye ba ti wanyesa ama osori eka oka sama ampa ema de nkrofo so ebufu ye say malam na akasa no ebufu aba ampa meso mantena so me sorry ama ye wura asem no mu interior minister kra ti ye no nani anje ampa the pastor no ye nani anje the malam no so ye nani anje because obi fum kuma enti say wo fum dwa enti yekochi pastor no so e de bae anope ya na den yede no wano so aba ama wano so omugu so etutu nano.
Sariki Baba Sule AGYEMAN. This gentleman was raised by Nana AKYEA, former mayor of Kumasi, the legendary one. So he has AGYEMAN attached to his name. My brother, my sister, religious intolerance. Christian man calls the prophet of Islam a porn star. My brother, those of us who have lived in the Zongo and still live in the Zongo, there is no way you can say this thing in any corner. Anybody who knows Muslims understands exactly how heavy some of these words are. But of course, we hear Muslim preachers who use unprintable words on other people's faiths, traditionalists, Christians, and so on and so forth. My brother, my sister, it is time to be tolerant. That is how they live in the United States, in Japan, and some other places. Religion is extremely personal. You can't force anybody to be part of your religion. Shintoists do business with Confucianists. Muslims do business with Christians in Japan, in America, in Canada. They don't even ask each other, what religion do you belong to? I have always fought against employment forms where you are asked your ethnicity and asked which religion you even belong to. But the explanation they give to us most of the time is, we want to know the religion you belong to so we don't serve you pork as a Muslim. Or serve you with something that is not kosher if you are Jewish. My brother, my sister, it is what it is. Now, the IGP must be praised. Remember, we told you on this platform that the Mallam was being looked for. What we did not know, what the police did not also know, was what exactly provoked Sheikh Masood Abdullahi to make those utterances. I spoke with the Ghana police and I was told that the Sheikh is one of the most humble they have seen. When the pastor also arrived, he didn't look like the man who was making those utterances on social media. It looks like we all get humble after the wrongdoing in most of the cases. He's still in the grips of the police. I wish I could tell you why he's still in the grips of the police, but I'm not permitted to say that. I wish sometimes I could go deeper. But for the sake of peace, peace and safety. He's still in the grips of the police, my brother, my sister, and hopefully by tomorrow, he would also be granted bail. The police is looking for something important from him, which he has not exhibited yet. Once he does it, my brother, my sister, we will be bold enough to tell you this was why the police kept him a little longer. But he's in good spirits. When I paid him a visit from behind, he was praying and he was speaking in tongues. This is Apostle Daniel J.Y.A.J. Religious tolerance. I want to end on that. My brother, even the prophet forgave people who threw stones to break his tooth. The prophet of Islam went into a woman's house after he realized that this woman was no longer coming out to pour dirty things on his way to the mosque. And when he went, the woman was sick. And he said, oh, for some days now, I haven't seen you come out to pour dirty things on my way. Thorns, broken bottles and all that. That's why I said I should come and greet you. When the woman got well, after the prophet prayed for him, you know what she did? She became a Muslim immediately. I will end with this other scenario from the Christian side. You remember those who came from the Sanhedrin to pick up Jesus Christ? What happened? One of his disciples pulled up a sword and cut off the ear of one of the men. And Christ said, why do you do this? You think if I need soldiers to save me, you will be one of those? I will ask my Father in heaven to descend angels right now to save me. And he picked up the ear and fixed it back. And he gave them his hand. Take me away. Even on the cross, if you are Jehovah's Witness, on the stake, what did he do? He said, forgive them, Father, for they know not. Why is it that those who brought the religion are this humble and forgiving? Yet we who are the disciples, we cannot emulate them. We are the quickest to pull out swords, bomb aeroplanes, insult each other, refuse to do business with each other. Who created us? On this note, can I just remind you, this is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. Story number. Watch this. Religious tolerance. Yes, there's a lady called Hawa Audu. Hey, religious tolerance. There's a lady called Hawa Audu. This lady, when I go through a page, I realize that she's in support of President Mahama and the NDC. She's an avowed supporter of the Prophet of Islam. She's a Muslim. At the same time, she supports the NDC and maybe good governance. This is the lady called Hawa Audu. She sometimes talks about the NDC and she can get vehemently hot. Watch this.
$17 commando. A by 11 city de commando. Who should buy tan now more high or my gun or my baby young pet. Yet the entire Yajina Hokumaya mine, and now Brofun, a be a bit too rebino, Bruno, Odo, a because I am a bit more catchers of cocoon.
How I would do. Where her passion goes is where her energy goes. She loves the NDC. She loves Mahama. She loves good governance. She loves Ghana. But because of religious intolerance, the arresting of the Mallam, the utterances of Apostle Daniel J.Y.A.J., listen how this fine young lady has metamorphosed into something else. Watch this.
What's it, Madam Master? What kind of a new Koran media and a shock? Let us see it. Yes, see it. When you do no cost of we put an alcohol in the function for sure. Yet, some more hobo, ye and hobo. Ye this year, get your gun this year. It you will be so. Christo new me cafe ya. Me say gun like lazing. Gun be lifeless. Lie that dawa. You got Chamunyansa. It's more police for Mundi can't peer. No one can say Christopher. Obisum, Obisu Timmy catch a gun for him and Janam so. What's the piano? I'll put a piano. Say in Janam so what? Me say.
Unprintable words. The fine lady who loves Ghana because of religion, she has become something else. Well, the police is looking for her too. She said, Ghana will break apart if this Mallam is not released. Those looking for him to arrest, try it and see. So religion is truly the opium of the people. But a civilized people don't let religion divide them. I go to America, I don't see Muslims throwing stones at Christians and vice versa. I go to Japan, I don't see that. Yet in Africa, we have Boko Haram slaughtering people on the streets of Nigeria, capturing little girls and initiating them into a certain cult. I don't want to believe that they are even Muslims, but they are using religion to misbehave. Look at Ghanaians who went to Burkina Faso. Look what happened to them, tomato sellers. I said today in Burkina Faso, one of the leaders most respected, his name is Ibrahim Traore. Find his photo. My brother, my sister, Ibrahim Traore has arrested a big Mallam. Big Mallam. Right there in Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso. And he's been locked up. Why? Because he was preaching something that did not go too well with the nation. My brother, my sister, what did he preach? If a man steals, catch him and cut off his hand. If a man sleeps with a woman that is not married to, catch him and whip him 100 times. If he sleeps with somebody's wife, stone him to death. That was what he was preaching. And Traore, who is known to be a very powerful Muslim, this is a man who will leave a military parade just to go and pray, has decided that now mosques will not be built close to schools and some other such things. We'll go deeper into the kind of revolution he's bringing into Burkina Faso. It's very simple. It doesn't mean he's no more a Muslim. He's a devout Muslim. In fact, he's an Alhaji. He's been to Mecca. We are proud of this gentleman here, young as he is. Look how much development he's bringing to the people of Burkina Faso. When he came to Ghana, he had the biggest applause amongst all the presidents who gathered. At the occasion of the inauguration of President John Dramani Mahama, we all saw it. What he's trying to preach there is religious tolerance. Muslims, Christians, traditionalists must all live together. Nobody should force anybody to go to the shrine if they don't want to do that. Nobody should force anybody to go to the church if they don't want to do that. Nobody should force anybody to go to the mosque if they don't want to do that. In Burkina Faso, you can't sit on TV or radio or online and speak against anybody's religion. This man will pick you up. My brother, The man who manufactures the tomato that you are busily eating, using for Ramadan, he eats pork. Wallahi me ching a lady. Ya na ching a lady kamang abu. But he makes it. You eat it. Corned beef. Some of those manufacturing the corned beef, I almost said corned beef, they are gay. The dress that you wear, wallahi, some of the jalabia that you wear is made by gays and pork eaters. When you are flying to Mecca, some of the pilots who fly you there, they are gay. Wallahi, some of them drink apetashi. Wallahi, some of them do things that we can't say. Yet you comfortably sit there and say, Ya Allah, Ya Muhammad, Ya Allah, Salatu Badirun alayna min saliyatin wada. Ya Salatu Badirun alayna min saliyatin wada. The doctor who takes care of you in the hospital, some of these doctors are gay. Some of them, they drink apetashi like doko. And I said, dabo, fantifu say, doko. But you are comfortable with them. Say, oh, doctor, wallahi banda lafiya ciki nan ganga hanji nan yana min yana jani yana min wallahi kuma zuciya nan ga Allah wallahi doctor Allah ko doctor. Say, what is she saying? They translate. So you will be okay. You'll be okay. You know what it is? You just need to drink water and then we'll have a little bit of surgery. You'll be okay. You are ready to do this. Yet, the next moment you are bombing the plane that is carrying this doctor. Minister Impone. Those who work at Ghana Water Sewerage and Sewerage Corporation, now it's called Ghana Water Company. In my days, it was Ghana Water and Sewerage Corporation. Do you know what they eat? Do you know who they are? Do you know the religion they belong to? MashaAllah. It's the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. Story number 2. Watch this. Dodo. Kai. Brrr. Judge orders cowardly Attachia and GODFRED Dame to appear, else they should continue to disappear. There are 2 cowardly lawyers in Ghana. These 2 guys, they are the most cowardly I have seen. All my 51 years on earth, September I'll be 52 next month. Jesus have mercy. Ha! Yesterday, my brother, my sister, you know what happened? Clients went all the way to the court. You know that it's a legal vacation. But the Chief Justice, Justice Bafuboni, the most learned, has decided that, look, we have a number of cases pending. Because there's a big fight against corruption in our country, which is the biggest drain on our coffers and economy. Listen to me when I talk, I beg you. I am saying Justice Bafuboni, the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana, has agreed in his own learned wisdom, in his own scholarly wisdom. He has said that, you know what? Yes, we have a legal vacation. Lawyers and judges and legal people are supposed to go for a break until probably January. But we have a backlog of cases that have to do with corruption against the state. And once there's a renewed energy and fight against corruption in our country, which is the biggest drain on our coffers. Look, we lose more than 3 billion annually to corruption. Can I say that again? Come here. Come here. I am saying in Ghana, we lose over 3 billion American dollars to corruption annually. say project kankan nti America for sky ya fe no dollar no 3 billion enye million no billion ye wia free oman no enti de bia na ye ko abrofo ho sika yen no akanya project kankan no nti a anka yen so bia sika enu nti ena oman no say project kankan de let us go vehemently against that. So let some selected judges sit on the case and deal with the cases of corruption. Who are these judges? Who are these judges? Do you know them? Who are they? Run it. My brother, my sister, there are some special judges. And watch this. Warrant to sit. And this is from the office of the Chief Justice, 23rd July 2026. Warrant to sit during the 2026 legal vacation by virtue of the powers conferred upon me. I hereby authorize you to sit as an additional High Court judge at the Specialized Court 1, Law Court Complex, Accra, during the 2026 legal vacation and conduct hearings. By copy of this letter, the Deputy Judicial Secretary, Court Manager, Law Court Complex, Accra, is accordingly notified. And my brother, my sister, yes, this is what it is. His Lordship, Justice Francis Apangabono Achebunga. This was who this one was addressed to. And there are some other judges who have been picked up, my brother, my sister, to also sit. And this one is addressed to her ladyship, Justice Charity AKYEA Asem. My brother, my sister. And look at them. Justice Ruby, now Ajele Kwesen, Mrs. Justice Efia Owusua Apia, Justice Caleb Abedu, Justice Mariam Sinari, Justice Sedinam Awokwadam, Justice Halima El Alawa Bassett, Justice Isaac Edu, Justice Audrey Kwekuvite, and her name has become legendary for obvious reasons. Yes, Justice Akosua Dansua. We have Justice John McAlifo, Justice Mavis AKYEA Ando, Justice Alexander Graham, Justice Abna Amponsa Buansi, Justice Mausi Bejra, Justice Emmanuel Ayesu as Sampong, and my brother, my sister, many more. Dash. And it's not only in Accra, all over Ghana. And these two cowardly lawyers said they won't sit. Disrespectful behavior to the Chief Justice of the Republic. Said they would not sit. And true to their words, their clients who pay them an arm and a leg to defend them, Kwabna Ebubuahene and Hanan and his wife on the other side, they went to court. And my brother, my sister, Edubuahini was in court. And when he was asked, where's your lawyer? He said, I don't know. And he's been given up to the 17th of August to produce a lawyer, or else they will go ahead with the cross-examination and he will do it. You know what that means? The lawyer is normally the one who would, I put it to you, that this, that, because they know the law. So if the lawyer decides not to go in order to slow down the process, or for their own selfish whims and caprices, or defeatist attitude, my brother, my sister, Apangabono Achebunga, that name can kill every rat in his hole, has decided that he will sit with or without them. And my brother, today, Hanan also went to court without his lawyer. They had already made it clear that they would not go. A serious lawyer should be in a hurry to close a case. True? If I'm lying, say Black Rasta, you have smoked your tin again. A serious lawyer should be looking for a quick closure of whatever. He's an unprepared lawyer who is now running around looking for evidence and kose and cocoa to drink before coming to court. That's not a good lawyer. My brother, my sister, 17th, they both would appear. When Hanan went to court and was asked, he said his lawyer was not well. Our lawyers are unwell and unable to represent us in today's trial. After they had said that they would not come. And the two fell sick on the same day that they said they would not come. Is it Ebola? Or is it pulmonary disease? What the heck? What did AKYEA say on our sister station, TV3? He spoke with Kamina. What did he say? Watch this.
Here's another angle you haven't looked at. Why are you not in a hurry to clear your client's name?
Who tells you I'm not in a hurry to clear my
Well,
client's
you've been
name?
given an opportunity to work during this
the whole
period.
year I've been working.
Say that
Has
again.
I told you that the whole year, when was the time that I said I won't come to court? And you believe that I shouldn't have my vacation as the CJ is having his vacation? What is the meaning of legal vacation? If you want to go and read the law, go and pay regard to Order 79. And Order 79 decrees legal vacation. What is the meaning of legal vacation? When a studio is on vacation and you say that, oh, there are some special cases that they should come in here, you should justify it. What is special between what a murder case and Kwabena Dubois case? Why are the murder cases not being heard?
What will be justification enough?
What will be justification enough? Somebody's pleasure, unquestionable pleasure, a fetish of a pleasure, that these are special cases by my own thinking. The rest of them, they don't matter. You think we can't question discretionary powers, administrative decisions? They are all embedded in the Constitution. Yeah. What are you feeding the public? Why? Why are we in an ambulance mood to try these cases? The rest of them don't matter. What is the point of the matter? That lawyers should not rest because to the mind of the CJ, these are special cases that should be heard. What is the point of that? I don't understand that.
The judge says in 6 days you should be in court, or Kwabena Dubois without legal representation will represent himself. Do you plan to go to court on August 17th?
I'm not going to court at all. But what is informing that? Why should a judge in a very technical case of this nature, that a man's lawyer is on vacation and the judge is saying that if your lawyer doesn't come, go and find another lawyer. But he's saying that you come and stand there and cross-examine. How can a lay person, cross-examine in such a matter? You are asking a carpenter to go and do a surgery.
Then go to court.
It's not. Sorry?
Then go to court.
For what? For what? Why should I go to court? What is the meaning of legal vacation? What is special about this case? Some of these things you are failing to answer. And I know they can't answer. What is special about these cases? When we try these cases in the vacation, the inflation of Ghana will go down. What are we saying? What is the emergency about these cases? They can't answer. The other cases are of no consequence to the realm. These are the specialized ones that we should hurry them. What is the point of the matter?
Come here. This is when a brilliant man reduces himself to a man. That's AKYEA. Did you listen to the interview? Kamini Amano did so well by posing those hard questions. AKYEA said, the CJ must give us justification, must tell us why this is a special case that must sit during the legal vacation. Until that is done, we are not going. And Kamini asks, what is justification enough for you to go to court on a legal vacation? And he dodged it. He couldn't answer. He fumbled. I wish I could play it back. He fumbled. He said, Mini asked, under what circumstances would you say this is justifiable enough for you to go to court on a legal vacation? Somebody's comfort, that's zero. My sound zero. You are asked, under what circumstances, conditions, would you call that justifiable to go to court on a legal vacation? And he deviated potol. A frog is an amphibian. It lives both on water, swimming on top of the water, and also on land. Just like the agama lizard. At this point, you may ask what an agama lizard is. And then you start writing about agama lizard for 20 pages because you prepared on agama lizard and the question asked you about the amphibian called the frog. That's what this guy is doing. As for Dummy, he is the most cowardly lawyer I have seen all my life. How did this man become the Attorney General? How? After allegedly causing a lot of financial hemorrhage to our economy, he wants a vacation. You have been on vacation for 8 solid years doing absolutely nothing. What vacation are you looking for? Again, tell me. My brother, my sister, did you hear AKYEA? He said he will not go to court. He doesn't care if they jail his client. After all, he's not the one going to jail. And Hanan is also going there. And then Edubuahini. Hey, these two guys, nothing will save you from going to jail. You will join your boss want to meet in jail. From the evidence that I have seen, I will be surprised if you guys don't join them there. Especially that your lawyers are beginning to play truant. As for AKYEA, I think you are being selfish. You want a vacation because you've been going to court all this while. Did you not have enough vacation when you abandoned your own client and went for your daughter's graduation? Did you not have enough vacation the day you left court and walked out on a sitting judge? Because you didn't want the judge to sit on your case and the Supreme Court said no, he must sit on it. Next time you are looking for a lawyer, pray and open your eyes, or else you will get sankwas. It's the black pot, aka Kukushunamo, where we speak truth to power. And this is Justice Semsai. He has put up a post on what exactly is happening. Watch this. Below is the law on legal vacations. It does not say that courts are to shut down. As you may see from Rule 4 below, the legal vacation schedule is, by Rule 1, subject to the CJ's decision to give warrants to judge to work during the vacation. Now, those seeking to rely on an alleged convention, there are 2 things we know about what may constitute a convention. 1, the existence of a convention is a question of fact which must be established by evidence of 2 things, namely, A, consistent practice, and B, opinion juris. That is the uniform opinion that the practice is binding as the law rather than as a preference or convenience. The practice, as we know it, doesn't support the existence of such an alleged convention. CJs have consistently, throughout the ages, given vacation warrants to judges who have conducted trials. 2, an alleged Convention cannot operate to override an express provision of law. The express provision of law on the matter is Order 79 of CI 47. No law or practice gives a lawyer or our associations the power to determine whether court proceedings should go on during a legal vacation. And this is a copy of Order 79. What does it say? This is Order 79. Watch this. Days and hours of sitting. 1. Subject to the Courts Act 1993 Act 459 as amended, the Chief Justice may appoint any day, including vacations, for the hearing of causes or matters as circumstances require. And when you go down, look at number 4. It says, subject to Rule 1, the following periods shall be observed in the High Court as vacations. The period commencing on the Tuesday immediately following Easter Monday in each year and ending on the Friday immediately following. Dash it away. My brother, my sister. Nana onim kasano. Pacho. O chami onim kasano. O say nana. Wa sum. These people have no excuse. They are dilly-dallying. They spent all the time talking about Ghana must go backs and talking about exchange rates and talking about people being conduit pipes to some whatever. And the information we have is so heavy. Sometimes I hate the position I find myself in, that I can't give you a lot of this information. Look, if you cut open my stomach, you'll find information that can inundate the whole of Ghana. As for this head, if you cut it open, it's the black pot, aka Kuku Shonemo. And here we speak truth to power. When we return, we got more. Hey ya, hey yo, kai, wayo,
Sometimes you just need a moment for yourself, a moment to slow down, feel the water, and let the day fade. Tesori is more than just a shower. It's a moment of pure calm, smooth, creamy, and relaxing. With forest therapy, Persian dream, royal oud, thalassotherapy, ikigai, fior di loto, and karma, all in convenient 500 milliliter bottles. There's a Tesori scent to fit every mood, every moment, every kind of you. Feel the lather on your skin. Breathe in the aroma. Let stress melt away and just enjoy the calm. You don't just feel clean. You feel refreshed, confident, and yourself. Tesori d'Oriente. Luxury is a feeling. For bulk purchases, contact Daddy Ash Limited on 0244 772599.
Tesori d'Oriente.
Blackpot. Kuku show.
It's the black pot, aka Kuku Shonemo. And here we speak truth to power. Do me a favor. Please subscribe to the channel. Right after that, you hit on the notification bell so that each time we are on, even if you are a little absent-minded, you will be reminded to watch. This is where the truth lives. And I'm happy to be with you. Share the broadcast so many more people can be part of this. Story number 3. Watch this. Dodo. AFENYO-MARKIN is an enemy of Ghana. Oh, yes. How many of us know Osahin Alexander AFENYO-MARKIN? He's a member of parliament. Sometimes he makes some really good points. To be honest with you, he's a man who has the knowledge, and he can be a good man if he wants to be. But politics has stolen these people. They no longer use their head. They use their stomach to think. These people, they think from their pockets. When their pockets are dry, then they start, my brother, my sister, to say just anything. When they are in power and their pockets are full, they don't even care about us. When they are in opposition, that is when they pretend that they are our best friends. The other day, Dennis Abwaje Edward, aka Miracles, was at Nima. And he was telling the people, yeah, me, I no go forget you. When was the last time this guy spoke pidgin? All of a sudden, in opposition, he's able to speak pidgin. You see how they are? They go to the ghetto, they speak the language of the ghetto, yet when they come back into power, no, the ghetto is a cordoned area. They are not supposed to step in there. What a shame. This guy, Miracles, Edward, Dennis, I don't know which one comes first and which comes. Abwaje. He's on trial under serious investigations. My brother, my sister, soon he will be in the courthouses. And I pray that Justice Francis Archimunga Apangabuno shakes his hand when they meet in court. Speedy trial for all those cases that have to do with corruption. And I pray that this legal vacation continues so that more cases can be dealt with speedily. AFENYO-MARKIN was at the so-called democracy under attack demonstration. And he said something that a lot of Ghanaians may not have paid attention to. Please, I need you to watch this and listen attentively. When we return, we will dissect it with the precision of a surgeon. Watch this.
The level of corruption in this government, the level of malfeasance, gold board alone. Look at the losses that the IMF reported. Gold board alone, over 9.6 billion. So, if the government does not adopt a system that would ensure that there is justice for all, and this selective justice is pursued, what it means is that in future it will be difficult for moderates in MPP to restrain extremists who may be calling for, a repeat of this action. I am saying that
I'm going to play this tape again. Did you hear what he said? He said that the way this government is going, there's a lot of corruption, a lot of malfeasance in the government. That gold board alone, more than 9.7 billion losses. And that if this government continues to go the way it is going, instead of making sure that justice is for all, one day, when they come into power, they cannot restrain their extremists from giving them the same treatment. Kai, who are the smart ones who have picked it up? Mami kanu tree and Ami kanu fante. My brother, or say NDC abaino send your project kan essay party no. Say God board unkwa. Omu awieska anase oma seska bese 9.7 billion American dollars. Send your NDC aban no. Chichi omu nkrofo no. Omu soba power. Omu party mo omu ntijai no. Omu sobe ye omu sa. Omu be chichi omu. Entebe ya omu nya botrema mu omu enchichi omu sa. Maybe I didn't hear him well. And I will apologize if I didn't. Play it back. Watch this.
The level of corruption in this government, the level of malfeasance, gold board alone. Look at the losses that the IMF reported. Gold board alone, over 9.6 billion. So, if the government does not adopt a system that would ensure that there is justice for all, and this selective justice is pursued, what it means is that in future it will be difficult for moderates in MPP to restrain extremists who may be calling for, a repeat of this action. I am saying that our friends in government must be measured, because you see, they've already spent 1.5 years in office. 2 years will come, we'll enter next year, and there will be election. In Ghana, if you are a politician, you don't take undue advantage of your goodwill. When you are elected, your job is to get to the ground, deliver on your promises. Sometimes you have the impression that, you will destroy the opponent, and that would give you the support. I'm sorry, you won't get it. History has the records. So I can only advise NDC to be measured. They may misconstrue, it's up to them. But you see, power is transient. It's like an ice block.
These are the enemies of Ghana. These are the people who are the enemies of the Republic. Hey, allow our thieves to go. So when we come in power, 6 million years later, our extremists would also allow your thieves to go away. That's all he has said. Nothing more. That is what AFENYO-MARKIN has said. And this is the leader of the micro-minority in power. My brother, he's an MP. His constituent should be thinking about this disgraceful behavior. How come they voted for this guy? He's ready to let thieves go, as long as you would also let his thieves go. And who suffers? Ghana. Is that what we want in this republic? He says the NDC must be measured in its selective justice. Because when they come, they will give them the same meal. They will also give them selective justice and let their thieves go. How did this man get elected? How did he even become the leader of the micro to the armed thief time minority that you need a whole binoculars to see in parliament? It's a shame. This is what they are teaching the youth. Politics in Ghana is about playing chess. Allow our thieves to go. So when we come into power, we can also allow your thieves to go. Kai, sometimes I wish there was a button I could press and exterminate all these people's political careers and bring wise, sensible people to rule the nation. One lie. You see why Ghana has been struggling all this while with corruption. The Chief Justice wants them to sit on legal vacations to be able to exterminate corruption. And these people are busily preaching, allow our thieves to go, so we could also allow your thieves to go. Where is the justice for the nation? Mama Ghana. These are the people who wear the suit. They are the people who send their children to international schools. Some of them even abroad. My children go to Saito. My eco school was Saito. That is what I can afford. But I make sure I sit them at home and I teach them what I know. Because me now, I'm a Saito boy. I went to Ahmadiyya Primary School, right there in Zobeli, very close to Lamashegu in Tamale, where we were about 50 in one class, kindergarten. In my days, we were given chalk and slate to write on. Chalk and slate. You know what slate is? Do they still use slates in schools today? No. You use markers and whatever. I use chalk and slate. My class prefect, Ibrahim, he's now in Tamalizongo. Ibrahim, Nageswa. They'll put the chalk in earthenware bowl. You know earthenware bowl? Money. They put it inside. La. In the ground, they call it la. And they'll come and give the chalk. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 to all of us. And because I came from the same house as my class prefect, he'll give me 2. 1 for writing and 1 as toffee. I stopped eating chalk the day somebody lied to me and said it was the bone of dead white people. My brother, my sister, that's the kind of education I had. My mother was a teacher. She brought me the class 4 reader. This is a slate. In my days, there was nothing even like wood around it. Raw, that yellow, that brown thing around it wasn't there. But at least, this is what it is. Slate. Slate, you write in front and turn it at the back, and it's painted black. You know what they used to paint it black? You don't want to know. Do you know what was used to paint this wood black? Wallahi, you don't want to know. Battery. That black thing in the battery. That filament, whatever it is in the battery. Flashlight battery. That thing. Poisonous as it is. They will break the battery, remove that thing, grind it, and use it to paint the slate. I wish these Gen Z people tasted a bit of this. That's the kind of site I went to. 50 people in a class. A lot of us sitting on the floor at Ahmadiyya Primary School. But I learned a lot from Saito. Today when I say, oh, this was my mate, that was my mate, that was my mate, some idiot the other time said, oh, Black Rasta, everybody is his mate too. Because I went to Saito where we were 50 in the class. Class 1, 50 to 60. So my mates now, a lot of them are in different positions. Not like you, who went to international school where you were only 5 in a class. This is a slate. Slate. Oh. My brother, this is what AFENYO-MARKIN is saying. Let our thieves go. That's the inference. So we can also let your thieves go. And when elections come, the same constituents will vote for this man. And all they think about is free our thieves. We would also free your thieves. These are the enemies of the Republic. I leave it here. Dash is the black pot. AKA Koko show them up. And here, we speak truth to power. Story number 4. Watch this. Attorney General moves for Fred KWARTENG extradition. How many people know Fred KWARTENG? Fred Brian KWARTENG. This gentleman here. He was the IT guy at the Ghana embassy in the United States of America, Washington. And it's alleged that he extorted money from people who needed visas and passports based in the United States of America to the tune of over 19 million American dollars for the period that he was there. Honorable Okujeto Ablakwa, who celebrated his 46th birthday only yesterday, had the hint. He went all the way to Washington and he went with a team of auditors. And when they went into the books, at the time they told us 4.8 million American dollars extorted, stolen from people who were applying for visas to come to Ghana in the United States. He said Fred KWARTENG was embroiled in so much malfeasance and corruption. And for that matter, he sacked him immediately. After sacking him, he closed down the embassy and he sent everybody there back to Ghana because he is the Minister of Foreign Affairs. This is Fred KWARTENG. From when the Auditor General's report came and exonerated Ablakwa in one way or the other, Ghanaians have been speaking. Remember, we spoke with Hajia Alima Mahama, a woman that I love so much. And she told us there was no wrongdoing whatsoever. I spoke with a few members of the embassy in Washington, and they also told me they didn't see any wrongdoing. But the Auditor General thinks otherwise. Ablakwa's 4.8 million American dollar malfeasance via the conduit pipe of corruption metamorphosed, my brother, my sister, into 19-point-something million American dollars geometrically. This is crazy. At the time, Fred said he hadn't done anything wrong. That's what he said. And Hajia said his actions at the embassy actually helped a lot to make the visa process easier and all that. He was said to have created a certain link on the official website of the embassy that led to his private business. And he was milking, extorting money from people. As it stands right now, he has denied everything. His attorneys, he tells me, are working on that. But what is new today? There is going to be an extradition for the gentleman. Information reaching me is that Ghana has made moves to invite him to come over to Ghana to continue with investigations, and he's not willing to come. Today, I got in contact with him and I tried to ask him if he was going to honor the invitation to come to Ghana for the trial. And he asked me, what trial? There's nothing to trial about. And when I tried to pose further questions, he said, cut this discussion. He obviously wasn't too happy about our publication yesterday. But in our publication yesterday, we didn't point accusing fingers. All we said, this is the Auditor General's report. This is what Hajia Alima thinks about the gentleman. He's clean. His fellow workers, before he was fired, also think the same. At least the two of them we spoke with, that he is clean. But the Auditor General, who is mandated by the Republic to audit books and accounts thinks that this guy has been corrupt to the tune of over 19 million American dollars. Well, the information reaching me is that he says he won't come. And there's an extradition order that is in the offing to be able to bring him home. 5 other people are on the extradition list. I am permitted to only mention one, and that is Ken Ofori-Atta. I told you that Ken Ofori-Atta will be returned to this country, didn't I? Have I told you anything that didn't happen? I told you Wuntumi will go to jail. Is he not at Nsawam? I told you, said the now would come and she'll go to jail. Is she not there? And I told you that Kwabena Edubuahin would go. He's on his way there. Hanan would go. His wife would go. Gift Owari would go. Hey! And that other one who calls himself Miracles will join them. For this gentleman, I honestly want to hear from him. According to Honorable Okujeto Blakk, he told him point blank that his activities at the embassy were illegal, and he was begging that he be set free. But any question I ask him, he doesn't want to answer. He says, my attorneys will deal with it. It's very difficult to have a meaningful conversation with Fred KWARTENG. So we go with whatever is coming from the other side. Attorney General, Auditor General. I can't wait to have him extradited to Ghana. And when he comes home, I am sure that the truth will out. Fred, welcome home. Dash is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonemo, where we speak truth to power. When we return, we have one more story. Hey-ya! Hey-yo! Kai! Wayo!
Back and stay safe. The National Petroleum Authority is cautioning the public to desist from scooping or fetching fuel from overturned fuel tankers at accident scenes. Do not get closer to the scene in an attempt to take videos or pictures. Inhaling the petroleum product is detrimental to your health. Worst of all, petroleum products are volatile and highly flammable, and a small spark can trigger a catastrophic explosion, causing deaths and loss of property. Call the Ghana Fire Service or Ghana Police personnel to handle the scene, or reach the National Petroleum Authority's contact center on 0302 550 380. Your life is worth more than a gallon of fuel. This Save a Life campaign is from the National Petroleum Authority.
Build and new opportunities are opening up. And if you're African or part of the African diaspora, you really don't want to sit this one out, because this could be one of the greatest opportunities for our generation. And before you say, I don't know anything about technology, that's okay. Everyone can learn. Even if you're starting with no background in AI, you could be in the medical field, the financial field, a student, anything or anyone you don't, or just basically somebody looking for new direction. That's why we here at Patriot Solutions, a USA-based company, is offering a 12-week artificial intelligence governance professional course, all online. You will learn about AI governance, AI risk. You will learn about prompt engineering, AI agents, RAG, and then responsible AI. The classes start.
Blackpot, Coco Show, man.
He's the Black Pot, aka Kuku Shonemo, and here we speak truth to power. Can I just say thank you so much to our sponsors? Tesori D'Oriente. Turn every single shower into a royal experience with Tesori D'Oriente. I want to also say thank you so much to Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. Thanks so much to NPA, National Petroleum Authority. The message is simple. Hashtag stay back, stay safe. Oh gosh. Thanks so much also to Patriot Solutions, the AI experts. In just 12 weeks, my brother, my sister, you get an AIGP certificate. Oh my God. It's a 12-week AI governance course. Scan to register. This is the QR code. Pick up your phone, scan, and it will take you straight to the website where you can register. And you can pay in installments. And if you want to study there in America, where they are, instead of doing it online, it is also possible. This is Patrick Solutions, your guide to financial freedom. It's a Black Pot, aka Kuku Shonemo. And here we speak truth to power. Final story. Story number 5. Watch this. Dodo. Kingsley AGYEMAN fingered in massive stinking corruption at scholarship secretariat. Expose. Take up the last exposed and bring it forward. Exposed, colon. Okay? Exposed, colon. And then you fire the rest of it. This is the grammar class. Our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. Maybe you have a story you want us to follow up on. We are more than just excited. At this point, I want to say good afternoon, good morning, good evening to everyone watching. Jacob, aka 3030, all the way in America, I want to say good afternoon to you. All right? This is story number 5. And it says, exposed. Kingsley AGYEMAN fingered in massive, stinking corruption at scholarship secretariat. My brother, this story has been making the rounds for some time now, but we needed to take our time to understand what exactly it is. Now, the Ghana High Commissioner to the United Kingdom, my brother, my sister, is Zita. Her Excellency, Zita. She used to be called Zita Okankwe. But, my brother, my sister, her journey from Ghana to the UK has exposed a lot of alleged rot in the Ghana scholarship system. Get Fund, Ghana Scholarship Secretariat, and more. Now, there is a man by name Kingsley AGYEMAN. Now, Kingsley AGYEMAN is an MP right now sitting in Parliament. He was in the position of Zita. As in the scholarship moving from Ghana all the way down to whoever was in the UK sitting in the seat of Zita. Can I explain it further? He worked with the Scholarship Secretariat. And he worked hand in hand with the scholarships that went out from Ghana to the rest of the world. So he linked up with all the ambassadors and high commissioners all over the world in terms of scholarship. Blakk RASTA explained that better. So the Scholarship Secretariat in Ghana, this was the boss. And he, empowering lives, transforming Ghana. My brother, my sister, was the motto that sat on his bald head. And he made sure that he would work in consonance with Ghana. So scholarships were given to Ghanaians who needed to go out there and study. Hey, and study, and study. He was in there. Many people might be seeing him for the first time. And according to Zita, a lot of rot happened. She's inundated in filth as the Ghana UK High Commissioner. Who is Kingsley Agyemang? Come here. Come here. Run the doors here. Watch this. Dodo. Honorable Dr. Kingsley Agyemang is a Ghanaian politician, administrator, chartered insurer, and the member of parliament representing the Akyem-Ebuakwa South constituency in the eastern region of Ghana. He serves in the 9th parliament of the 4th Republic of Ghana under the ticket of the NPP. He was born on Saturday, the 24th of November, 1979. He comes from Esiakwa in the eastern region of Ghana. He belongs to the NPP and is a chartered insurer, administrator, and politician according to the Parliament of Ghana. That's from its website. Now, Dr. Agyemang has a highly advanced academic profile focusing on corporate administration, business, and policy. He has a Bachelor of Science, BSc in administration from the University of Ghana, Master of Business Administration, MBA from Central University, Doctor of Philosophy from Brunel University, London. And my brother, my sister, before becoming an MP, he was appointed by President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who comes from the same area as him. That is a point of interest, that's all. Nothing more. He was appointed by the then president as the registrar of the Ghana Scholarship Secretariat during the Akufo-Addo second term. Now, in this role, he was widely known for driving decentralization and community-level educational initiatives through his tenure. Though his tenure also drew scrutiny regarding scholarship management systems. He ran as the NPP candidate for Ebuakwa South in the 2024 general elections to succeed the long-serving previous legislator, Honorable Samuel ATTA. So this guy took over from the cowardly ATTA. Dr. Agyemang was officially sworn into the 9th Parliament on January 7, 2025. So he's a sitting MP. Now in Parliament, he serves as a notable member of the Health Committee, where he actively contributes to national policy debates concerning public health care and economic planning. Dr. Agyemang is locally nicknamed Ochimang Kania. Ochimang Kania, which simply means Ochimang's light. For his heavy investment in grassroots development within his constituency, his flagship initiatives include the Kingsley Maths and Science Quiz. Yes, Time with Kingsley series, targeting secondary school empowerment, financing the construction of ultra-modern classroom blocks in towns like Apapam and Esiakwa. These are his achievements. Advocating globally and locally for healthcare and educational equality, including drafting a proposed 21st century education pact for Ghana. This is the man. His name is Kingsley Agyemang, Dr. Kingsley Agyemang, Honorable Dr. Kingsley Agyemang. But he's embroiled in so much controversy. Run the dossier. Watch this. Honorable Dr. Kingsley Agyemang has been at the center of significant political and public administration controversies in Ghana, primarily stemming from his tenure as the registrar of the Ghana Scholarship Secretariat, GSC, before being elected as the member of parliament for Ebuakwa South. Now, there was a scholarship bonanza, elite allocation scandal, and watch this. Now, the most prominent controversy involving Dr. Agyemang broke following an investigative expose published by the Fourth Estate in April 2024, 2 years ago. What was in it? Now, the data revealed that under his leadership, the Scholarship Secretariat mandated to sponsor brilliant, not only brilliant, but needy students. Disproportionately awarded lucrative foreign scholarships to the children, relatives, and associates of politically connected individuals and the social elite. Listen, social elite, they are not needy. They might not even be brilliant at all. Exposed cases included family members of prominent New Patriotic Party officials, government board chairmen, and state agency directors. Now, the minority caucus in parliament aggressively demanded his immediate interdiction. Concurrently, the Office of the Special Prosecutor, OSP, launched a structural investigation into the GSC's award operations. Yes, and what came out of it? Number 2, multi-million-pound debt and stranded UK students. Listen, following the exit of the previous administration's severe financial gridlock and the Scholarship Secretariat came to light, heavily impacting Ghanaian beneficiaries overseas. Ghana's High Commissioner to the United Kingdom, Her Excellency Zita Benson, publicly accused Dr. AGYEMAN of leaving behind a staggering debt exceeding 32 million to 35 million British pounds owed to the UK universities. This debt caused several Ghanaian students to face academic exclusion, withholding of exam results, and threats of deportation due to unpaid tuition and missing living standards. Sad. Now, Dr. AGYEMAN forcefully dismissed the personal blame, stating that scholarship liability is a continuous national issue rather than a personal failing. He counted that his administration inherited a legacy debt of 230 million Ghana cedis, approximately 57 million American dollars, from the previous Mahama administration, arguing that academic years and national financial budgets rarely align seamlessly. Leaked UK high school deals. Listen to this. This is where all the story is. Adding to the misuse of funds narrative, leaked documents under Dr. AGYEMAN's oversight drew intense online and mainstream media backlash over an approved £27,900 per year scholarship deal package for a single student to attend a high school in the United Kingdom. Now, critics cited this as an extreme misuse of state funds intended for tertiary and developmental equity. Hey. So NIB came in to interrogate. And then something happened. In May 2026, a few months ago, Dr. AGYEMAN became the subject of intense media coverage regarding a rumored arrest. On May 5, 2026, reports widely circulated that he had been formally arrested by the NIB, yes, Bureau of National Investigations. This followed an ongoing security dragnet that saw other former deputy registrars picked up regarding financial and administrative irregularities. Dr. AGYEMAN swiftly released a video statement clarifying that he had not been arrested or detained. He explained that he had simply honored an invitation, an official one, from the Bureau, reported voluntarily to provide his formal statements to assist with the ongoing scholarship probe, and left immediately after the engagement. Dash. This is Dr. AGYEMAN. And it was also said that a 15-year-old was given scholarship to study in the UK. Plane tickets were paid, my brother, my sister, for this child. Entry Erica, that's the name. This is the first time you are hearing this. This is Entry Erica. We have the photo of Entry Erica. But we're going to be very discretional. At the time this happened, she was only 15. And look at the time. September 2018. She was in the UK for her return trip to Ghana. When? September 2020. 5 years of schooling. And the Ghana government paid money over and over for this one. The suspicion is that she probably was already in the UK and they just took advantage of the situation to put it there. This is the man we are talking about. We have so much information. Hey, there was a lady who also got a scholarship. And the scholarship mandated her to go with her 3 children, all paid for by Ghana, so she could breastfeed all of them. You know, a woman has 2 breasts, so 2 at a time, and after that, the last one would enjoy both on a lighter note. My brother, my sister, she went with her children. That didn't end it, and her husband, so that they could continue with whatever to help her study. Ghana paid for all this from the taxpayer's pocket. Can I tell you more? There was a guy called Dr. Okoboy. Do you know him? This gentleman. He wasn't a doctor, but he took advantage of this program, flew all the way to the UK, and studied for his PhD, according to the information we are getting from the High Commission. His PhD was grabbed from the scholarship that he got under his government. Are these needy people? My brother, my sister, this is the man. PhD, he grabbed from there. Dr. Okoboy. Can I tell you more? Now there's a lady called Gifty Owari who is standing trial right now. This lady, hey, her husband got a scholarship, and the scholarship gave her the opportunity, even though serving here in this country as an officer at the National Service Secretariat, she went with her husband to go to the United Kingdom, wherever they went, so that she could give her husband enough energy to study, all paid for by the government of Ghana, under Kingsley Agyeman. The allegations are many. They gave scholarships to the children of the elite and party members, whilst my brothers and sisters in Zwarungu, Salamba, brothers and sisters right there in Kamvle, and all those places, they never smelled it, let alone taste it. Yet, their fathers and mothers are all taxpayers. Well, Zita Benson, Her Excellency, spoke. And what did she say about this? Watch this.
These are documents from the Ghana Scholarship Secretariat. All these. And if you see the rot, in this, you will be amazed. All these are scholarship documents that I received from the Ghana Scholarship. Look, I cringed reading these documents. I cringed. The rot that happened under the former registrar. This particular one is one woman gets, I don't want to mention names.
Okay.
I'll say princess.
Poor and needy people.
No, they are not. Name princess. She gets a scholarship. She goes with her children, 3 of them. Ajovi, AKYEA, ACA.
The children are also awarded scholarship?
No, they are paid to come and stay with the mother to study.
Why?
And the spouse, the husband.
Is that how it works?
That is how Kingsley Agyeman did it.
Is it legal?
I have no idea. And so this one, for instance, she has 3 children. She gets awarded a master's degree program. She gets paid for the master's program with stipends. Her husband gets paid to come and support the wife to study. Together with their 3 children. Together with
Support us in how?
That's a baby. Is a baby also a scholarship student? That is the awardees children. That's the husband. That's another child. And I'll tell you, they pay their airfare. They pay
with taxpayers' money.
Yes. So for the 4, their visas, yellow fever card, ticket comes to about £90,000. And every month, the 3 children, the husband, everybody, each, not all of them, each gets £8,160 for supporting the mother to study. Do you think that is fair to the taxpayer of Ghana? And that is why NIB must move fast and make arrests and make people pay for this. People must refund. If you get a scholarship and you think that you are a wife and you are not ready to move away from your husband or your children, then stay in Ghana and study.
There are other universities.
Why should my taxes be paid to take care of you to come and read MBA in London?
When we have universities that can
come and read MBA. When you are coming, you bring your whole flock, including husband in tow. And the question I asked is, were the husbands not working? That they could move house and move to the UK to come and support their wives to study. No money share. And the husbands who also got it and came with their wives, the wives, what were they doing? So the children are moved out of school. 1 year, mother is coming to study. The whole family relocates.
These are minors.
And this is why the scholarship secretariat could not pay these debts. This is why they could not.
Because the money was being channeled to other places.
It was being paid for airfare for whole family. Some of them had 4 children. Some of them had 5 children. Some of them had 3 children. Plus spouse. Plus spouse.
All with Ghana taxpayers.
Yes. Plus spouse. So they were paying the tickets for them. They were paying them a monthly allowance for staying in the UK. All of them, the whole family. Because one person is coming to study MBA.
Well,
my brother, this is what we are doing to ourselves. A woman gets scholarship. She goes with 3 of her children and the husband. Did the husband stop her work in Ghana to come and join her in the UK? And each one of them was paid over 8,000 British pounds a month. That is far more than 80% of all Ghanaian workers earn a month. 8,000 British pounds and over every month. How many Ghanaians earn that from the government? Yet, this was what was given to each one of them, according to Her Excellency, Saba Zita Benson. It hurts me. Why is the investigation so slow? Is Iyoko part of this, or is the OSP? Or is the NIB? My brother, my sister. And this allegedly happened under the regime of Kingsley AGYEMAN. He's building a lot for his constituency and beyond. Could this be coming from kickbacks? Did he really give scholarships to the children of the elite when the scholarship should have gone to brilliant but needy? It's not difficult to understand. You are brilliant, but you are needy. Your father earns 500 Ghana cedis a month or less. You are needy. But you give it to the children of thieving politicians whose bank accounts are so bloated like pigs in the manger. It hurts, doesn't it? My brother, my sister, It hurts me so much that Ghana has to go through all this to satisfy just a few. When you go to the northern region, Upper East region, there are a lot of needy people who just contend with being teachers when they actually wish to go and further their education because they quickly want to get into employment and make money. Some of them could have become engineers. Some could have become pilots. Some could have become something else aside teaching. They are teachers in default. Or better still, by default. It's sad. Well, how about the 15-year-old who was given a scholarship to go and study for 5 years? Whose child is this Erica? In our next editions, we'll bring the full details. Now she is about 20, so we can talk. Can I tell you the last sad thing? A lot of these people who were paid with Ghana's hard-earned money to study there, they never returned to Ghana. They are there working for the white man. It's the black pot, AKA Kukushodemo. And here we speak truth to power. I appreciate you and I love you. Thank you so much for coming along. Our numbers are still scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. Maybe you have a story you want us to follow up on. We are more than just excited to do that for free. Absolutely. At this point, my brother, my sister, can I just invite you to please subscribe to the channel before you leave and make sure you like the show, share the broadcast, and hit on that bell. It's called a notification bell. What it does, when we are on, you would be notified that, oh, the black pot is on so you can watch. But first, subscribe to the channel. Let's see your comments before we go. Okay? Send your comments via YouTube. They could also come via Facebook. Aquinas Edu says, Vim. Yakubu Gobi says, good evening, Black Rasta. Greetings to you from Brazil. Evans Olu Owusu says, good evening, Black Rasta. Ras Okoko Fisun Moon says, Black what? And then Ni Ayi Amos says, fire. And then Moses Kibangbang says, I am still struggling to understand why a lawyer will seek to delay his own case knowing that his client is innocent. Is it that they are guilty? Henry Sando says, a good lawyer behaves like AKYEA. A great lawyer appreciates that a judge is willing for a speedy trial in proceedings. So why is AKYEA blindsided to his great missed opportunity? Okay. I know what you're talking about. Abraham Mensah says, you are a civilized person. Please, you would have loved a peaceful Ghana. What's happening there? Now, Duffy Asem says, Black, your sound is a bit low. Are you sure? Check your volume properly, okay? And then Chick says, traditional man who will incite violence towards fellow traditional men. Yet in Christianity and Islam, it's become a problem. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. Please come back and then explain better to us. Ghana belongs to Ghanaians, not Christians or Muslims. So come and explain yourself properly so we can understand you, okay? And then it says, Ghana, in fact, is a traditional country, period. Both Christianity and Islamic religions were imported or imposed on Africans. Look, all we need is peace amongst us all. Yes, that is fact. It's factual. That's correct. Okay, so that's what you mean. Oh, yes. I mean, both religions came to meet the traditional African religion. That's very true. Henry Sandos says, AKYEA confuses me legally. Acting in the best interest of your client as defense barrister should normally be in line with your duty to assist the court and legal proceedings too. Dufiasem says AKYEA isn't a serious candidate. candidate of what? WAEC. And Hassan Tahiru says, no, I don't agree totally with what the Muslim woman said, but to some extent, I agree with her because some Christians on social media are speaking overboard, and that is the cause of no. We have to condemn everything, both Christian, Muslim, traditional, whatever it is, any kind of violence. We don't have to look at it as Christian violence, Muslim violence, traditional violence is violence. We condemn everything, okay? Joka says, talk about Utidawa first. Joka says, okay, well, I'll try and get it, what you mean. And then Bori Isa says, Christians think Ghana belongs to them. Ghana doesn't belong to any religion. We should respect each other. In Islam, we have a verse that says, take your religion and we take our religion. Yeah, I know that verse very well. Yes. And then, has he forgotten it happened during Tokonu's time? Which one? What happened? And then Sheikh says, before either religion arrived, our forefathers were the indigenous people of Ghana and they only practiced African religion. Only for us to classify it as voodoo, you will never see. Raymond Nso Agerima AKYEA says, good evening, Brother Black. Kindly advise your senior, who is now a pastor, Owusu Bempa. He was my mate, okay? To be mindful of how he uses the name of God. Having listened to his recent remarks on political issues, I believe his emotions and personal sentiments towards certain matters may be leading him into religious intolerance. Is he suggesting that the same JM whom he now strongly supports and whom he once said could never become president because according to him, JM had blood on his hands, should continue to be in power even if his performance in government is poor and negatively affects the citizens of Ghana? Should Ghanaians, because of his personal interest, refrain from voting for a change if the government fails to meet their expectations? Okay, I think I understand what you're talking about. He said that anyone who votes for the NPP is going to put a curse on them. Well, we'll find time and look at it, okay? As a pastor and a man of God, I believe Owusu Bempa should be encouraged to approach political issues with greater objectivity, humility, and tolerance, rather than allowing personal emotions or political preferences to influence his religious pronouncements. I called him and he told me, Black, I called me Pania. The NPP for Black. I go, woman Pania Kume. Ha! Damn party. Ha! I go, woman Pania Kume. My God. Well, as we said, emotions and sentiments. Abraham Mensah, I pity black man. Do you think Arabs will fight amongst themselves over Okofu Anoche who comes from Ghana? Alassane Tahiru says, Black Rasta, you twisted what the woman said. She never said Ghana will break apart if that Mallam is not released. Please, you have our trust, be fair. So what did she say? You should have just gone ahead to say it. Rather than say, didn't say that. So what did she say? That's what I heard. So you tell me what you also heard. So that we can have a conversation, okay? All right. That's what I heard. Okay? And it's a whole long tape. If you play the whole tape, a lot of trust, we have to cut it. My brother. Joka says, majority carries the vote in case, blah, blah, blah. And then Amir Jr. says, Black, we beg. About what? A.B. Kumasa says, the pork that they don't eat, his skin is used to patch their fire-bent skins. Okay, fire-bent skins they use. Are you sure that's the only one they use? What Islam is a very flexible religion. It says that if a doctor tells you to eat pork, your life depends on it. To save your life, you should eat. So, if that is the only one that can patch a Muslim skin, Muslims are not against it. That's the flexibility we are looking for in religion. Okay? Abraham Mensah says, Bulu people fight over someone who comes from another country. Please, we don't use those words on this platform. We're going to note your name. Try as much as possible, Abraham Mensah, not to use this. I know you are angry, but okay? Tahir Farouk says, respect Black. It's true. We live together with the gays everywhere. Barry Ma says, A.B. Kumasa, watch your words. No insults here. The woman didn't insult you or Christians. The fact we don't what she said doesn't mean we should send insults. Okay, 2 wrongs don't make a right. Okay, it is what it is. We take 2 more, we are done. This is the first one. Say, why are some of you guys here lying? Making it look like the Sheikh started it. Some of you guys should stop the hate. Judgment awaits us all. Pastor started it when he was humiliated in debate with Utidawa. Okay, so it was a debate with Utidawa. Okay, so more information is coming up. But we've made it clear. Even the police didn't know that the Muslim cleric, the Sheikh, was referring to this pastor. It's today the police got to know about it. And quickly, I beg your pardon, let me represent it properly. Yes, it's today the police got to know about it. Yes, that it was this pastor that provoked the Sheikh. But the police had already been looking for this pastor, not knowing that what he had said was what provoked this Mallam to do that. We explained it on the show. Did you understand it? So pastor comes out to say a lot of these painful things. Okay? And then police started looking for him. Before they could catch him, Sheikh also comes out to say all these things. And then Sheikh was picked up. And when he was picked up, he said, you know what? This was the man who provoked me. And police said, we've been looking for this man. They got him. So that was it. So the police treated both cases as 2 different cases, only to realize today, just today, that they were linked. As in, this was what provoked this person to do this. In all, religious tolerance. That's it. I'm a Christian, but when somebody abuses Jesus Christ, I will pass by because Jesus Christ himself is not a Ghanaian. So you would only fight for Ghanaians? Are you sure Jesus was not Ghanaian? I thought you were going to say you pass by because you believe that Jesus Christ himself will deal with the person. Junior Bayano says, Yoka, someone told you Ghana belongs to Christian Council. Cry baby. And then A.B. Kumasa says, is this woman threatening Christians too? Dirty-minded people. Okay. Barima says, we condemn. Okay, so the word the brother wanted to use was condone. I saw condor. Okay, so that word there is condone. It's now that it's clicking because I couldn't read it because it didn't really click. Okay, sorry about that. Now, we condemn both and not to try to make a side, to take a side, because no one will sit back and watch someone insult his prophet. Allah Santairo says, Blakk Rasta, please. She never said Ghana will break apart if that Mallam is not released well. Allah Santairo, what did she say? Let's know, okay? Yes, and it's a long tape, as I said. We can't play everything. It's terrible. This thing that you said is the least she even said. Hi, Blakk. Bless up. Watching you live from Torino, Italy. Blakk, do you change the time of the program? Because nowadays I can see you start late. Because of that, you are not being able to read all the comments. But don't worry, we are still with you. Even if you start at midnight, we'll be with you. No, we haven't changed the time. Sometimes when we have the exclusives, in fact, today we have to go to the police and be able to pick up some of these things. Okay? But we try as much as possible to start at 6 on the dot. Forgive us. We will do the needful very soon when we have reporters and all that. They will go and do all that, and then we can be on time and do our thing. We are still growing. Thank you. Matthias Tete says, and Tinsri, don't laugh after listening. I'm sure he's laughing at my pronunciation. Tinsri. I hear the correct pronunciation is Tinsri. And Tinsri. Yeah. Anyway. Wild Omoto says, good evening, Blakk Rasta. More fire. Joseph Adongo says, I doff my heart to Serki Baba Sule. He's full of wisdom. Oh, yes, he is. Well, at this point, I want to say thank you so much. We appreciate you and we love you. It's been the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. We love you. We catch you again tomorrow, same time, 6 p.m. Until then, hey-ya, hey-yo, wayo.